In this video, I am going to be showing you some of the best ways to make money this week with this week's brand new event week in GTA Online. The money methods that I discuss in this video are not going to range in any particular order, so you will want to stick around until the end of this video to find out some of the best money methods this week in GTA Online. But before we do move ahead with the video, I do post content just like this all the time, so if you could consider subscribing to the channel, it would be much appreciated, as I am trying to reach 2,000 subscribers on this channel, and I cannot do this without your support. Now let us move ahead with discussing the first money method of this video. The first money method that we will be discussing in this video is payphone hits. Payphone hits this week in GTA Online are paying out double money in RP, meaning that you can make $90,000 for just 5 minutes of work instead of the usual $45,000 that you will get for completing these missions. To receive the full $90,000 for these missions, you will need to complete the assassination bonus. Otherwise, you will receive just $30,000 for these missions this week. The assassination bonuses with these missions are really easy to complete and will only add about an extra 30 seconds onto the mission that you are doing. So you will want to make sure that you are doing these to receive the extra money that you can get from these missions to make them worth doing this week. Next up on this video, we will be discussing some of the new Agents of Sabotage content which came out with the December DLC. As this week in GTA Online, the weekly challenge is to complete 3 FIB file finales to receive $100,000. Although it not be much, you will still receive the payout on top of this from the 3 FIB file finales that you do complete. So doing the 3 finales of these this week will equate to about $500,000 for completing these missions, making these new missions worthwhile doing this week. Although in my opinion these missions aren't that enjoyable, I would still recommend that you get involved in this week. Now let us hear a word from our sponsor, Mods For You. Mods For You cater to all types of gamers from different games such as GTA 5, Call of Duty, Forza and EAFC. These guys offer packages for Xbox, PlayStation and PC users, allowing all types of gamers to access their services if you play on these devices. Mods For You offer the best value for money with a fast delivery, allowing you to access their mods almost instantly. If you want to check out these services, I will leave a link at the top of the description, and for a 10% discount on checkout, make sure that you do use code Vortex when you check out. Now back to the video. Next up on this list that we will be discussing is regular time trials. With every new event week in GTA Online, the regular time trials get rotated out, allowing you to complete these missions once per week. I highly recommend that you get these knocked out at the start of every event week, as upon completion you will receive $100,000 for completing this mission. The best vehicle that I recommend using for these missions is the Hakuchu Drag, as this can be equipped with HSW upgrades, making this vehicle faster and easier to use for these time trials, and these can be used for the HSW time trials as well, in which I will be discussing a bit more later on in this video. The Hakuchu Drag allows you to complete these missions with about 10 to 15 seconds to spare, assuming that you do not crash your vehicle or do not have any inconveniences throughout the course of the mission. I have been using the Hakuchu Drag for these missions for a while now, and I've never seen any issues with this vehicle when it does come to using these missions. So I highly recommend that you do use these missions as much as you can throughout the course of the different event weeks. However, if you do not have the funding for the HSW Hakuchu Drag, I recommend that for the regular time trials that you use an upgraded Batty 801. As for newer players, this can be one of the most useful vehicles when it does come to completing these time trials, and it will help you in earning a bit of money as well as getting your level up quite efficiently. I know full well that not all of the money methods that I will be discussing in this video will cater to every player in GTA Online, as some of the more experienced players with more money will prefer to do heists. But if you are finding this video useful so far, do be sure to let me know by leaving a comment in the comment section and consider subscribing to the channel. As I had mentioned earlier on in the video, I do post content just like this all the time, so if you could consider subscribing to the channel, it would be of huge help to me. As I had mentioned, I am trying to reach 2,000 subscribers on this channel, and I cannot do this without your support, as the content I post on this channel is aimed to support and help you as much as as I can. Also, for those of you who are curious about the 5M content in which I am working on a few different long form videos in which will be out in the coming days, so just stay tuned for these videos. I am also working on a few big projects for the 5M server in regards to the content in which I am making. These projects will likely take a couple of months to complete, but I am dedicated to getting these completed as soon as possible. Now back to the video. Next up on this list that we will be discussing is the Overtime Rumble adversary mode. The Overtime Rumble adversary mode this week in GTA Online is paying out double money and RP, meaning that you have a great opportunity with this adversary mode this week to make quite a bit of money if you know how to play this properly. In my opinion, this is one of the best adversary modes to release into GTA Online, as it is fun and it pays out really well, especially on double money event weeks. So I highly recommend that you get involved in this week. If you have a few friends online that are willing to play this game mode with you, I highly recommend getting your friends online to play this. As playing this with people that you know, this makes playing the game mode a lot better, at least in my opinion, compared to playing it with random players. But if you do not have any friends online that were willing to play this game mode with you, I highly recommend that you do jump into it with some random players, as this still can be quite fun to play and is still a profitable money method for you this week. So I highly recommend that you also do this as a money method for you to make a lot of money this week. Now, earlier on in the video, we did touch briefly upon the HSW time trial, and that is the point I want to make next in this video. The HSW time trial is a lot more profitable than the regular time trial, but that is to be expected considering the fact that this time trial comes with a lot more of an expense compared to the regular time trial. This time trial is only available to those of you who are on next gen consoles, so that is PS5, the new Xbox, or PC players. And you will also need to own a HSW vehicle to access these time trials, in which we mentioned the HSW Hakuchu drag earlier on in the video. Upon completion, these time trials will make you $250,000, again in just a couple of minutes. So I highly recommend that you do these as well as the regular time trial with every new event week in GTA Online. I know that the next points in this video will not cater to every player in GTA Online, but if you are a GTA Plus member, throughout the course of this event month, you will receive double money and RP on Terabyte client jobs. These are sort of like the CEO and VIP missions, where you are required to go to a location to complete an objective and then return to another location to complete a drop-off. And throughout this event month, you can make $70,000 for just 2 to 3 minutes worth of work, similar to the way that payphone hits operate. Obviously, as I had mentioned, this does not cater to every player, as not every player does own GTA Plus, but I thought that this deserved a mention in this list, as not many players do keep up to date with the GTA Plus event month information, so I thought that this deserved a spot in this video. But I do think now that we have covered everything in which you need to know about this week's event week and how to make millions. I hope that you have gone on to find this video useful, and if you have, do let me know down in the comments and leave a like on this video. If you haven't already considered subscribing to the channel, please consider doing so, as I am trying to reach 2,000 subscribers on this channel, and I cannot do this without your support. If you haven't already, do consider checking out my sponsor, Mods For You, as these provide you with some of the best services in which you can have in GTA Online. And now, I will see you in the next video. Make sure you give one of the videos I have put on screen a watch.